Drive. We been sitting out here a little bit, just enjoying the space around us. We're on quarantine and we're going to head out for the drive just now. But of course we're starting something new, and I'm going to, like the rest of us, learn sort of as we go along. Just going to run through a few highlights of the last week, and hopefully there's going to be some magic things coming out from all of the wildlife filmmakers around the world, all of you guys in the vehicle with us. Basically, I'm sure there's quite a few guidelines that Emily has mentioned, and I'm not going to go into that, but you don't have to use all the clips. We're going to highlight about 10 incidents roughly, or stories during the week, but use some of them, all of them, one of them, whichever ones I think you like the most. First of all, we're going to go back to just a little bit over a week. It was something quite special, with some very special small things. On Wednesday the 21st, Alex and Rexon had a spectacular drive. They saw genet, civet, things you don't see very often, white-tailed mongoose, bush baby, and then of course an aardvark, something that is truly very rare to see, very special to see, and it put a big smile on everyone's face out here, especially on Alex's and also on Rex's. Something very special. Aardvark you can spend 1 or 2 years out here and never see. So that was very special on Wednesday. Then on Friday, and keep in mind that I'm trying to remember all these things. I did jot down 1 or 2 things in case I mix up my days. But Thursday first of all, we had a very special afternoon drive. Had a spotted eagle owl. Now we've been seeing the giant eagle owl more often, a bird that I hope to see again soon, or the Vero's eagle owl. But we had a very special giant spotted eagle owl, that is, on the drive. But I think something that really stood out to me Thursday was the possibility of a leopard. We looked right until the end of the drive, and in the last minutes, literally as we were about to say goodbye, we found that beautiful male leopard, young male that's around here sometimes, the beacon male, and we followed him on infrared. He walked right past us. Very special sighting. Then Friday, let me just quickly make sure. See, it's good I write a few of these things down, because as all of our memories are, we remember things for what they were, not necessarily the date. The owl and the leopard was on Friday, actually, the 23rd. And then Saturday through to Tuesday, 4 nights in a row, every night, we had a little character that has really climbed into my heart, everyone else's heart, certainly into Alex's heart behind the camera, little Mojo, the white-tailed mongoose. 4 nights in a row, we were very spoiled. Just behind us, basically this quarantine area, that's where he's around every night looking for food. We look for him again later, so maybe we get to see him. Alex got to pick the name as well, one of the names that came forward from out of all of you guys. And Mojo the mongoose, I think we will still get to know and see lots more of in future. During that time, of course, Saturday through to Tuesday, quite a few other sightings as well. Had quite a few buffalo sightings Sunday afternoon, for instance. That big buffalo herd up on Cheetah Cut Line. Beautiful sun, just a really special sighting, but then also something panicked them. They ran away, a bit of confusion. Who knows? We never found it. Never found tracks, never found lions or anything that indicated what it was, but certainly something spooked them. But we're going to talk about those buffalo a little bit later in the week as well. Monday morning we had 2 elephants. Of course, I always get very excited about elephants. I haven't seen too many lately. And we had a special sighting with those 2 bulls, the bigger one coming very close to us a few times, greeting us, or in elephant language giving us a head shake, something that is always very special. He was probably about twice my distance away when he did it. So again, there's certainly a highlight for all of us, I'm sure, but definitely for me during the week. Monday afternoon, let me just see, we had buffalo pretty much the rest of the week. We had a lot of buffalo activity with 1 or 2 other surprises in between. Monday afternoon we had 2 other characters. We've got 3 characters out here that are known buffalo. 4th one with Yongozi now coming up. But we saw One Horn and Seesaw. Of course, buffalo we've known since last year. But unfortunately no sign of the judge yet on Monday evening. Tuesday I think had a whole set of surprises by itself. Certainly I think first and foremost seeing Marco this side of the camera, taking us on drive. I was on camera with him. Really enjoyed the drive as an experience, just being out there with him, but also a few highlights. He gave us a bit of toilet botany lessons, which is something quite special, but certainly a subject that is worthwhile knowing about when you live out in the bush. And then of course something that repeated itself almost the next evening. But Tuesday evening, Marco's first drive, I'm sure you'll remember it for a long time. That fantastic herd of buffalo, 500-600 of them, all coming down to Buffelshoek Dam, a big cloud of dust, and just the general sighting and the general scene of it was very special. Now again, Wednesday afternoon, same herd of buffalo, 500-600 of them, all of them descended in a I think almost maybe a bigger cloud of dust all the way across the dry part of Gowrie Waterhole up to the pan. And that of course gave you 3 views, one from the vehicle where we could move around, and we were really engulfed by this cloud of dust, the smell and the sound of buffalo, and the sort of just post-set sunset sunlight, Sunset sunlight, does that make sense? Some of these things you can cut out obviously, so it's not a problem. But big cloud of dust, and it really was something quite special. And of course they didn't get a lot of water. They had a pan that's big enough for maybe 20 Duggar boys and now you had 500 or 600 buffalo trying to drink. But something still very special. What else? During the week our drive times change. We're now in the middle of winter times, 6:30 in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoons, and that will be like this for a while now, because around the 22nd of June our days start getting shorter again, so it's quite a while now before we'll change again. And then of course yesterday, the last of the days of this week's highlight, two highlights. I think for the morning, once again Marco out on drive, and he met the most famous buffalo of them, the Judge, which is a buffalo that I really enjoy. One of the first animals we actually named from WildEarth's point of view out here, and something special for him. And then of course yesterday's drive, a highlight in itself, Jan taking the drive, and with that seeing two cheetah at sunset, just after sunset, and the benefit of infrared really come into play because we could stay with them, not interfering with the lights. Oh, we've got a couple of bikes moving through the back, but that's the highlights. And yeah, looking really forward for myself, but also everyone at WildEarth, and I know Graham and Emily, looking forward to seeing what you're going to do. And at the same time, keep in mind, we're out here, things are happening as we speak, and let's go see what else we can find out there. There's a whole bunch of surprises and adventures waiting for us the whole of next week, but definitely today. Let's go look around. Just have to check this quickly. We had to rejiggy our sound a little bit. So I think we're just going to go back for a few seconds to the live control center with Marco. Oh, sorry. Just to show you that I'm not pretending. That's what I sat in. Now, of course, I'm not even going to say anything. It's a buffalo thorn. It certainly got my attention, and looking forward to what comes out of this. Bit of a new thing for me, so I'm not too nervous, but I'm a little bit nervous. And we'll see you back here shortly, and we'll go for a drive.
Well, welcome back to Live Control, everybody. Marco here. Well, there we go. You've got everything you need. You've got all our behind-the-scenes footage. I'm sure you've been recording some clips during the week of all the awesome sightings we've had. It's been an absolutely power-packed week with the animals that we've been seeing. Some really stunning sightings. And Pieter giving you a nice rundown of the highlights of the week. His audio will be fantastic to use in your little projects. So we really look forward to all the work that you're going to produce. Get creative and get busy, and yeah, we will just quickly pop down to Gowrie Waterhole, spend some time over there, and join Pieter and Alex on their drive again. I hope you enjoy.